Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the third episode of my wild gameplay series for Heroes Hour on the hardcore difficulty. So, we went off last time with a nice defense of our home area here, and now I got myself a hero that I want to keep as one of my main backbones, secondary backbones, so to say. And my other dude, well, I really want to send him over and check out what the enemy side is going to look like. So we've been defending ourselves quite decently against the dwarven invaders. And there's a lot of easy fights. Rune Altar. You can create enchanters at this thing. So we're going to save the game and see how well this will go on. So I've heard another nice and nifty trick from you folks. Let's see how well that'll go together. So, I hate it. So I can't really do this, huh? So maybe if I... So yeah, I really feel like this whole unit fielding system needs some more tweaking. I end up being quite desperate every time about setting up everything. But this is a strategy that I heard that's supposed to work out extremely well against everything that doesn't come up with any fighters, any mages. It's just to clump up your units dirty like that. So these guys do have some AoE spells though. They let my units go berserk, yeah. So basically the idea that I read was that you're supposed to just keep your units clumped up on one spot as hard as possible. So let's cast that Wild Call, not because of the units that I need, but for the free anima that I can get with that. So we lost a lot of bears, but that ain't too much of an issue. 26 enchanters. Okay, that's quite a lot. I didn't expect that many, to be honest. So, my fair druid lady. Let's see. I want to pit her up against all those fights that are flagged as easy, because we got more than enough work to do here, clearing out the area. Mercenary Hall versus Antique Shop. I don't know. Neither of these is too interesting, but what is interesting, though, is the Citadel. So, let's pipe off the anima and send them back home. I said send them back home. Good boy. Now, let's see. I need to re-level that Druid, of course, a lot to get her to a point where I feel like she's going to be powerful. But the fun part is that I can keep skipping to the outcome and not worry about that. Although I think it's about time to play that manually, simply because I can get a ton of creatures out of that. So, healing versus regeneration. I want that regeneration because it's a very nice motor for her skill. So, Druidic Shrine. We don't have that under our control. Let's change that. So, let's see. Oh, that's been the wrong spell. Or, well, it wasn't. Every spell seems to do this. So, yeah, second life. Every spell I spam gives me anima. Yep. Just need to keep spamming Evolve. Okay, fun. Does this work with stuff like that here too? Wait a sec, Salt Blast. Deals damage to all units. Not interested. Alright. So that's a nice and funny way of increasing my troop score. I mean, I am burning my mana at the same time, you know. There's no such thing as free cake, but whatever. So, it'll spawn forest spirits for me. Not too horrible either. It's a moderate difficulty fight. I don't want to barge in like that, but let's go for this one. So, Bloodlust. Those are all bodyguard troops, so I better be careful with that. Drop Rain into the back line. Some goblins. And let's just enjoy the show. Or at least I hope so. But it's not looking good here. We're actually losing. Okay. That comes on unexpected. So... Well, the resurrection skill from the enchanters, I bet that's been not accounted for. So, well, I want to load that. This is just too much to be lost like that. So, I think it's safer to skip to the outcome wherever I can for now. So, sorry that you guys have to go through this one more time with me, but, well, I really didn't expect to lose like that. I gotta admit that quite wholeheartedly. It was flagged as an easy fight. But that's one thing I noticed quite often already with this game. It has a very hard time discerning between a really easy fight and a not so easy fight because the enemy's special skills will crack up everything. But, well... Okay. Whatever. Let's learn out of that and save our game before we go into combat, shall we? So, skip to outcome. I'm just losing a couple of expendable troops. Honestly, that's okay for me at this point. I'll leave those for my secondary hero. And same goes for all the other dudes there. Okay, is there anything in the city to hire? No, there's not. Okay, then we're going to go for a breakthrough here, I'd say. Let's break on through to the other side. Let's drop them some summons into the face, because that always works a charm. And let's upgrade our own units a bit, so that we don't have to lose as much. Losing a couple of ritualists there, but I bet... Let's see. Yeah, I only lost one. That's okay for breaching an area into an area like that. So let's see. There's a Circle of Warping, a monument where you can create Possessed for either gold or other resource. Okay. Charming, but no thanks. So what do we have here? Zalgor. And Hekoni. Well, I want more of these heroes here. So, what's the matter with you? You got bodyguards externally now, and he's master of Anima. Okay, well. Frankly, a tad bit underwhelming, but whatever. Let's see. Let's see how that'll play out in detail. Acid Splash. Okay, I didn't expect to toss you around like that, but whatever. Let's summon some stuff in his face. Bloodlust. Bloodlust seems to be a very massive spell, too. I always feel like this does make a pretty big difference quite often. So, let's pick up some resource. Isn't it wonderful when there's just stuff lying around that you can't loot? Okay. Archmage Tribunal is quite appealing, but not yet. And so let's see what our Earthen Friend will do. Oh, there's an entire city to take. I'll have to take that away from this dude. There's no way that I can allow him to have 2 cities. It's extremely important for me and my further success. Hey guys, you got animals in your city. I don't know how that happened. I just know it happened. Okay, that's been a ridiculously low amount of garrison troops, but little do I care. We do need to take care of that. So, these little fellas are all ought to go back home. So there's one little roaming hero here around, but I don't want to trust the game that tries to sell me these fights as easy, you know. I've seen several times what's behind easy fights. Oh, thanks. So let's go for the mastery here. I feel like the mastery of forest spirits sounds extremely useful. So, war clowns. Let's give it a spin. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. Or at least so I hope. Looking good, though. Nice. So we got the Crown of the Weedle. And Mandel's Insignia, okay. Demonology, not too interested. Swarming, yes, that's a cool one. Okay. Now there's more easy fights. Let's keep going for that skip to outcome thing. Midas Touch. It's only exclusive for the hero, so I'm not so much of a big fan. Now then. Let's go for more Life Spark. This hero has some sick access to resurrection capabilities. I'm not sure, but I feel like this is something that I want to utilize deeper. So, we can finally go for the Citadel. And I'll upgrade those Blade Ladies, because they tend to die most often with me. So here I got all the troops that I could wish for. The city is basically completely upgraded. Thanks, AI. It's been way cheaper than building it myself. Oh dear. So there's trouble coming up on hard here. So there's Possessed. Okay. Let's get back to town and deal with that. because somebody has to, you know. So... not too sure if we're able to hang around here one more turn. Or if this will already kill my heroes here. So our green friend is going for several spots at once. So we're going to soften him up here. It's actually really good. So here goes some frog rain. Here's some goblins in the back line. Pretty sure that we'll lose quite hard against this guy, but you know, it isn't that horrible. After all, I do deal damage to him. That's the most important part. So I drained out one stack of reserves out of him already. That's good. And on the if I look at the number of losses there, it's quite a lot. So he's going for both of my dudes. Okay. And let's put some rocks into the back line. And some bloodlust into the front line. And let's see how that'll play out. Definitely not winning it. But on the other hand, it did slow down this dude enough. And I bet it softened him up as well. And beyond that, my dudes gained experience out of that. So it's been totally worth it. So, let's get back home. Grab up some troops. And let's build that Archmage Tribunal. And let's see. There's just an easy enemy coming up over there. So I do have a champion statue over there. So we're just going to hire ourselves. Here, Mr. Talanak. Okay, so if they want to crack open that city, they have to go for fortifications. And just like I thought, they're not up to. Okay, so this is flagged as easy for me. Good news. And let's see. There's supposed to be a pearl somewhere there. Or is it? Well, okay, whatever. I got plenty of bodyguards here on my dudes, so we can fight that off. And I'd say, let's take that guy one more time. And I want to see how well that strat actually works out. To clump them up like that over here. So, elemental magma, wild coal. Alright. Comet rain. It's a very small area though. Well, I don't want to waste too much of my mana here. So... let's immobilize that part of his army here for a moment. So... losing a handful of troops, but... what does the AI lose in return, you know? The only thing which is bothering me is my AI enemy is gathering so much XP the whole time. This guy is level 17 already. I'm not even 15 here yet. So... okay, losses-wise it was quite nasty. I also lost a lot of my Deadeyes here. So 31 Deadeyes have been lost, but on the other hand, it's been a splendid victory. So let's go for one Bloodlust at level up here. And let's grab the reinforcements. I mean, it's not as if I have lost a lot of troops here for real. Because I didn't. At all. Okay. So let's see. Wait another week, and I've defended both of my cities, which is great. That means I have now access to more troops on the other side there as well. And we can just summon whatever we want here. Can't summon all the ritualists here yet, but you know what? I'm rich enough to do that nevertheless. And... see. So, what's my spell here? Rampaging Fire. Okay, so I can just summon a couple of fire elementals. Nifty, I guess? Anywho, let's get over there and pay our good friend a visit. I mean, he's been annoying me more than enough already, so... why not pay him back the favor? Okay, got ourselves a first pearl. What's there? Enchanted boots. Nice. Okay. And here at this city... totally bought everything as well. But I want to give that over to Talanak, because I feel like this guy is the much better recipient for those troops. Well. Hello there. How are you? So let's see about that. I'm pretty here, but... let's see. Usually, sieges aren't as easy. Let's just keep summoning stuff into the backline. But I'm totally out of mana here. Sadly. Good thing that I recruited some troops here, so we at least got some backbone there. But doesn't look like it's getting us anywhere. So... why does the enemy take the city directly, and I don't get to? Somebody care to explain? Like, whenever I try to do this, I have to fight through hordes of BS. And I have to fight through this several times. That's unfair. Well, there's sadly so much more troop on the enemy side. So, like, seriously, why? Why was no... Did they fix that in between, or did I just get gimped for no good reason at all? I don't get it. Whenever I attack cities, I get the problem that I have to fight my way through hordes of nonsensical troops, and more troops, and more troops, and more troops, and I have to fight it every time in that city, and this time we just had to fight my troops once there. Well, whatever. I don't want to mutter here too loudly because the AI left the city we're taken here. So... Talanak is now sitting here. And there's not going to be happening much more beyond that. So, here we go. Let's recruit our little fair lady here. And just set outside there. Okay. Let's see how that'll play out. So that dude is attacking my city one more time. So let's summon some explosives in his middle. Always a nice way of inciting rebellion. Berserk his own troops. Send them against each other. It's one of the tricks I like to whip up as well. And that kind of strat doesn't work out too decently here, but I think I'm going to lose that city one more time, even though I don't really understand why. But, well, Earthen faction just beats me. I have no clue how this faction really works in detail. Like, all their troops look the same, and they have one common statistic. They just don't die. It's weird as hell. So looks like my urge for offense is not working out here. Although I really don't get it. I really don't understand things here sometimes. So like, why the hell was my enemy allowed to do this like that? Usually I kind of like relied on this heap of BS, you know? Like whenever I go for moves like that, I have to fight through I don't know what. If the enemy goes for that, he just conquers my city in one go. So, hi dude, I'm standing in front of your city. And, by the way, my bodyguards are more than enough to take your crappy little town there. Just saying. So let's recruit another fresh hero here. Oh yeah, let's go for Marco. Here we go. Just so I have a ton of new bodyguard units, you know. And now they get to select again that they fight the weaker hero here. I really want a garrison system for good. This is so freaking annoying by now. I can't deal with this anymore. Like, I want to select which hero gets to defend the city. Because right now, this fair lady here is burning even Marco's troops. She's not even using her own troops. He's burning troops from another hero. That doesn't make any sense. And I bet the city is now conquered. No, I get to fight a second time. Okay, that's at least something. Okay, I was already afraid that we might have some trouble in that regard. Okay. So, let's see. Marco the man with the Crusaders. Usually a pretty big dude, but I don't think that I have any chance here whatsoever. Enemy's heroes are somehow tough as nails, and I don't quite understand why. Although, right now, we still got reserves. Yeah. Good old Marco. Good old Marco man with the thousands of crusaders. I tell you, this hero is bonkers. So yeah, there's only a handful of troops on the enemy side now left. Bam. We got this. Perfect. So there's now the main part of the enemy's army, but at the same time... So let's see. I want to check it out. So do I have to fight this now several times, or do I get a victory at the first time? Okay, let's go for a wild call into that city. And... well, let's summon some magma elementals into the backline. I love that trick. Never gets old, always powerful, and always annoying. So let's see how that'll play out. Don't want to waste all my mana directly, because, you know, there's still so much more than we need to pay. But so far, it's looking quite good. Here go the Deadeyes. We've lost only our backliners so far, frontliners so far. All of the minstrels. But whatevs. We won. But I bet I have to attack the city now a second time. Although, I mean, the last time it didn't work out as I wanted it to. Maybe it was a positioning mistake from my side. It must have been. So... yo. The hell? 14 of my dudes. But we got that city now. And now we can't go for... why can't I town portal to that city? The hell? Why is that not an option? Is there a fair reason for that? To an owned town of my choice. Cannot be used to teleport to a recently captured town. Now that must be why. But oh well. So let's hunt down whatever personnel is still hanging around here at this spot. So, well, I don't know how you guys see that, but for me, this looks like a victory. All I need to do now is to get rid of that pesky dude here, which will take a little bit of juggling. He's gonna take another of my cities there, then I'm going to get back at him. I don't want to play this out because it won't fill another entire episode. I don't know if you guys see differently, let me know in the comments, but I personally see this already as a victory, so we got this. Pretty interesting match. I feel like going into the aggressive stance here and piercing through his defenses was the right choice. And yeah, comments go down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course consider subscribing. Daily videos coming up on that channel. All you need to do is tune on in. See you there, and have a good time. Bye-bye.